This is my dog, Woton, who was bred and raised by guide dogs of the desert to be a seeing eye dog for the blind. But he didn't graduate after completing his training because he was too friendly, weren't you, baby? A guide dog's supposed to focus only on his owner and really ignore other people and animals. And I think Woton probably decided it was going to be more fun to be fed yummy treats like he is now and get a lot of attention from everybody he met instead of being on call to somebody. Well, luckily, it turned out good for me. But last year brought about a really, really big change in Woton's ability to get around and enjoy life because he was suffering from hip dysplasia in his right leg, and it had been getting worse until it reached the point where he couldn't get in the back seat of the car and go for a ride anymore. Then he started refusing to go on his walks. He would collapse on his hind legs after just a short distance. It was really distressing for me to see the deterioration in him, but even worse than that, I could tell he was suffering from constant pain when he took so long to stand up, and even when he tried to sit back down, it hurt him. So 4 months ago, I took him to the vet to see what the problem was because I didn't know at the time. So he was diagnosed with hip dysplasia. The vet said it was pretty common in his breed at his age. And there wasn't much they could do for him because he's an old dog. You know, he's going to be 13 in about 2 months. And any medications they could give him for his hip dysplasia wouldn't really help much at his age. And besides, it was expensive and didn't have very good results for dogs his age. But when he stopped coming to the kitchen for his meals, I had to take his bowl to wherever he was sprawled out and put it in front of him before he'd eat. He always had a voracious golden retriever appetite his whole life, so I was really stressed when he started losing interest in eating. So I decided to search for help online, but I didn't have much faith there would be an answer since the vet had already prepared me for the worst. So I looked at about a dozen websites on hip dysplasia and arthritis in dogs, and I just kept getting more and more discouraged until I found Winston's Joint System formula from dogshealth.com. It's a naturopathic medicine developed by an MD to treat his own dog who developed a severe case of hip dysplasia, I think around age 3. I talked to somebody there at Dogs Health and was told that they'd helped heal over 20,000 dogs since 1990. That certainly sounded convincing to me, so I ordered Winston's Joint System, hoping it would help Woton and his hip dysplasia. But after just a month of treatment with Winston's, Woton started showing considerable improvement, which really surprised me. And he can get up and down with a lot more ease now than before he started taking the Winston's Joint System. He's certainly more alert, and food has become a big deal in your life, hasn't it, baby? I really feel like I have my old friend back again. We can take our walks twice a day now, and he's more alert than he has been in over a year. He's getting back his good health, and he no longer collapses when he stands up or goes for walks. And he's a big dog, as you can see, 85 pounds at his last vet visit. Probably putting on more weight now, aren't you, fatty? So I give him Winston's Joint System with his morning meal and then again with his evening meal. And I also bought Winston's pain formula, and so for the last 3 months I've been giving him the pain formula twice a day to help relieve his suffering. Now, I know Winston's Joint System isn't a miracle cure, but Woton sure gets around a lot better than he did a few months ago, and we have a lot more fun doing things together. I'm really thankful to Dogs Health for the wonderful Winston's Joint System. It saved my dog from further suffering from his hip dysplasia. And thank you, Winston, wherever you are, right, Woton? We thank him.